things that are going to be really great.
Mr. President,
So then I was like, so what's up with Trump right now?
Mr. President, you're a billionaire. You have a different address nowadays than you used to, but you used to
It's
call New York
live.
City home. Would you feel comfortable living in New York City
Maybe
under
like-
the Mamdani
Yeah, I
administration?
would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
What makes you comfortable?
Like the White House time, like let's say the whole White House time is so much
I think
pay.
he's. I want him to do a great job, and we'll
It's
help
not
him
as
to do a
bad,
great
and then-
job. You know, he may have different views, but in many ways,
No
we were discussing when
way,
Bernie
Jose,
Sanders was out of the race. I picked
you
up a
tie
lot of his
somebody.
votes, and people had no idea.
I mean, tell the
Because he
president
was
about
all
that, tie
not
somebody to
getting
the White
ripped
House.
off in
And
trade
it's
and
time.
lots of the things that I've practiced and been very successful on.
Sick.
Tariffs, a lot of things. Bernie Sanders and I agreed on much more than people thought. And when he was
the White House at that
put
time,
out of the race, I think quite unfairly, if you want to know the truth, many of the Bernie Sanders voters voted for me. And I felt very comfortable, frankly, in seeing
I
that
think
and
at first
saying
time-
that. And, you know, it just
How
turned
sick
out to
is it
be
that they
a
rub against each other? I guess that's what I'm
statistical
saying.
truth. But no, I feel very comfortable. I would feel very, very comfortable being in New York, and I think much more so after the meeting. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a question for you, but a very quick one for the mayor. Why did you fly here? Aren't trains greener?
I'll use every form of transit, and I want to make sure that they're all affordable in New York City, and that's why making buses fast and free is a centerpiece of our campaign.
Did you?
There is a bus.
Oh no, you
I know,
get
but
stuck
it'd
in
be
there over
a lot
there,
quicker,
eh?
too. No. You know, I mean, he's working very hard for him to be. That's a long.
It's
that's a
like bad,
very-
no? It's like
That's a
snowing.
very long drive. I'll stick up for you. You know, the plane takes you 30
Yeah, it's
minutes
like,
and driving.
oh, you
takes
swear you're gonna get
I was
back and
wondering if
forth
you
like
could clear
that.
up some confusion around a Washington
Oh,
Post
there's confusion.
report.
Yeah, I
There
usually
was
think
this
of the East
exclusive
Coast
report that the
frozen,
Coast
and
Guard
that's
is
like
no longer
it.
going to characterize
It
swastikas
does
and
it.
uses
They
as
say that a
hate
lot.
symbols. DHS
Like
called
getting
that a lie
snowing
and
is
fake
not
news.
an alert
Can
anymore
you
to the
clear up
I don't know
UA,
anything about
United
it.
States.
When was this written?
yesterday?
Well, look, the Coast Guard's an incredible group of people. I know them very well. Just ordered a lot of new Coast Guard cutters.
We got locked up in the
Beautiful,
White House
the
for months.
most magnificent ship. They look like yachts with lots of
I
guns on
don't
them.
remember that saga.
So I don't know. I haven't seen any report like that. But certainly we want them to remain a great force, and they are.
Careful.
And you did a piece in all the 9 months
Yes.
around the world. I would like
Like
to
an
ask Mr.
a-hole.
Mamdani, you've accused the U.S. government of
I think that's
committing
what it's
genocide
going
in
with
Gaza
a-hole.
while President Trump was working on
I'm
peace.
thinking of this.
Why that?
Socialist.
I've spoken about the Israeli government committing genocide, and I've spoken about our government funding it. And I shared with the president in our meeting about the concern that many New Yorkers have of wanting their tax dollars to go towards the benefit of New Yorkers and their ability to afford basic dignity. And what we see right now is we're in the 9th consecutive year of more than 100,000 school children being homeless in our city. And there's a desperate need not only for the following of human rights, but also the following through on the promises we've made New Yorkers. And I appreciated the meeting we had and the work that we can
Do you
do.
agree that President Trump did do a peace and he worked hard to make the peace? Because he worked hard to do the peace in the Middle East and everywhere. Do you agree with that?
I appreciate all efforts towards peace, and I shared with President Trump that when I spoke to Trump voters on Hillside Avenue, including one of whom was a pharmacist that spoke about how President Trump's father actually went to that pharmacy not too far from Jamaica Estates, that people were tired of seeing our tax dollars fund endless wars. And I also believe that we have to follow through on the international human rights, and I know that still today those are being violated, and that continues to be work that has to be done no matter where we're speaking of.
Mr. President, thank you, Mr. President. Do you view the mayor-elect as the true leader of the Democrat Party? And do you think Leader Schumer's and Leader Jeffries, have to follow his lead?
Well, look, I hope they have great leaders. This is a man that right now I think is focused on New York City. I really think he has a chance to do a great job. We're going to help him, but I really think he has a chance to do a great job. But I'll let you answer that. You consider yourself the leader of the Democrats. I think it's more appropriate for him.
I consider myself the next mayor of New York City, and I keep my horizons firmly on New York City, and I appreciate the meeting with the president, which focused again on the 5 boroughs and whether New Yorkers could afford to live there.
By the way, being the mayor of New York City is a big deal.
Absolutely.
I always said, one of the things I would love to be someday is the mayor of New York City. Being the mayor of New York, and especially now, because I think you're at really a turning point, one way or the other. You could go great, or it can go in a different direction, and I think you really have a chance to make it great.
Mr. President, you say you love New York City. Mr. Mamdani, does New York City love President Trump?
New York City loves a future that is affordable. And I can tell you that there were more New Yorkers who voted for President Trump in the most recent presidential election because of that focus on cost of living. And I'm looking forward to working together to deliver on that affordability agenda.
I like
a lot
other
of votes.
other
One
time.
more, go ahead, one or two more, go ahead.
5, 6 minutes.
I tell you, the press has eaten this thing up. You know, I've had a lot of meetings with the heads of major countries, nobody cared. This meeting that you people have gone, you know, outside you have hundreds of people waiting. This is just
How
a
would I
small
do
little
that?
group. For some reason, the press has found this to be a very interesting.
We live
I just thought about doing like
the kind that changes
work that I
history.
haven't done.
It's been an incredibly
And
busy
it tells
day
you the
here
work
at the
that I
White House.
haven't done, but the work that you have done is
or
all talking
maybe
about
your
that.
perspective.
A lot more people are really
Oh, it's
interested
based
where
on
food is
feelings
coming
versus
from.
fight.
Whether across the world or
That was the show.
It's something great for New York. New York is at a very critical point, and he does need the help of the federal government to really succeed, and we're going to be helping him. But he's different than, you know, your average candidate.